New on Curiosity Stream, he allows them their riches
Putin has to be the richest of the rich.
in exchange for their loyalty.
The oligarchs have supported someone for president that they underestimate.
The illicit affair between Russia's elite and the man who rules them on Putin and the oligarchs. And World War II Normandy, an obscure battle training session takes a tragic turn. Uncover the one secret military catastrophe on the secret D-Day disaster. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with a dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Hello, here we go. Welcome to Season 17, episode number 3624. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Montgomery. Metro. What's up today? Once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has Super Bowl foods by the numbers. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a men's shot of the day, fun listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted. Clack, drunk. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh 911 dispatcher. He had a camera in the men's urinal so he could watch cops go pee. Meanwhile, a Florida woman is busted shoplifting and throws a Barbie doll in an employee's face and tries to flee. Man trying to call in bomb threat is really bad at geography. Woman pulled over, gives cops a liquor store gift card instead of her ID. And a man T-boned a truck that stole his snowblower and is now facing felony charges. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the Let's go. I was getting there, man. I know you're in a hurry.
Getting excited.
We will spin the category wheel, and then we will ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy is the lovely and talented two-headed monster, Noah and Richard, both of whom thought Gladiator was a movie about a cannibal who happily ate a woman and found a way to answer 9 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy. Big contestant to play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
New on Curiosity Stream, she was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
What if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
Relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes: Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Hey, all of it, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to the Men's Room Podcast.
And thanks to our pals at the Advocates Law Firm for being great partners. Yes, even you, creepy Kyle.
Seriously, though, if you'd been injured as a result of somebody else in your car, on your bike, walking across the street, talk to our friends at the Advocates Law Firm and let them help you out.
Yeah, they're the best injury lawyers around, and they want to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Plus, your first consultation is free.
It's simple. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
99.9 KISW.
All the Joes, away we go. Welcome to Season 17, Episode number 3624. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Head chef in the house. Talking Super Bowl foods. You know, a lot of times, we talk about great dinners that you have. Talk about Thanksgiving, how much you love the food at Thanksgiving, you know.
Yeah.
You're going out for a Valentine dinner, whatever your deal is. You appreciate a good steak at a steakhouse. Tell you what, 4th of July, people love grilling.
For sure.
It's Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl Sunday, that is a meal. Now, it's not really a meal, but it's a meal, and it's one of my favorite eating days of the year. There's no doubt about it. One of the reasons that I brought in the chips and dip and left them out on the counter, I wanted to practice responsible grazing. You know what I mean? And you're not really used to just having food out for hours at a time. You know what I mean? And walking by it constantly. You know what I'm saying? It was so hard for me not to get into that chips and dip. I was fighting it so much because that's what I do at a Super Bowl party. I get up, I pick.
Yeah, it's fun.
Got a little plate, I pick, I eat this, I gotta eat some of this, gotta try that. Now I'm into cheeses, now I'm eating chicken wings.
Well, sure, it's one of the few times. I think July 4th is probably the closest, but it's one of the few big food gatherings where the food is specifically there because you like it. Like Thanksgiving, the rules are kind of set. So some people make a better version of the same garbage you get every year. Like, he does a good turkey, fine, let him get. But, like, look, Super Bowl, if it's vegetarians, they don't have chicken wing. They don't care.
No,
they
not a big deal.
Still have everything they want to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I like about it.
I like the fact that there's so many different things that people do. Some people will make like a homemade guacamole, right? Bring that in. Some people do the, how many layer dip is that? Like the cold dip? 7 layer dip. 5. Beans and the cheese and the salsa. 9. And the sour cream, and that's always fantastic. Then someone will make that buffalo chicken dip. Or someone makes...
Buffalo chicken dip is quality.
A crab dip, if you like crab dip, or an artichoke dip. It's all good, man. There's just so much food there. So, head chef, you've got, I guess this is based on Instacart, what people are buying. What people are ordering the week before.
What chips are popular, beverages, what kind of wings.
Okay. All the important things. And you have to think with the air fryer, people are going to make probably better chicken wings than they have
before. Yes.
Than they have in a long time.
I'm taking mine to the party I'm going to.
I fired that bad boy up last night. Made chicken wings. They were unbelievably good.
I've been telling you for years.
Have you, I've already crossed over. Are you a convert now?
Oh, totally. I've only used it once.
That's all you need.
Just used it one time. I'm like, this is awesome. This is a great little
You'll
thing.
start using it. I'm telling you, man. Those things are mind-blowing.
Yeah. So we've got Super Bowl foods by the numbers coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. As you said, our biggest dummy, Steve, that would be Noah and Richard. Took them 9 questions to get one right. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little poll. So the last time that we played Big Dummy, here was what we envisioned. You were in the middle of a very, very busy store, all right? You were going up to the counter with one item and one item only. Not only that, but this item that you have purchased, for some reason, it's not scanning. So we're going to need to do a price check. This is going to go out over the store on the store's loudspeaker. And not only that, when you turn around, whoever you would find to be a very attractive person, they are, in fact, the only person standing in line behind you. Okay, so the question is, which product did you want the price check with this item in your hands? So your choices, we had adult diapers. You have a package of Depends. We had an enema kit, also stool softener, and rid lice treatment. Now, out of all of those, in a tie for third place at 14%, the item that you are least likely to want to be seen purchasing, that would be adult diapers and rid lice treatment.
Well, especially for myself, Ted, and Mike, we're bold. So if you see us buying the lice, it's like, oh, he's got crabs.
Correct.
All right? There's nothing else.
Sure. Number 2, with 24% of the vote, that would be an enema kit. Price check on enema kit, line 3. You know what I mean? And there you are, holding an enema kit. And you probably should have a look on your face like you're uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're kind of crouched over.
But you're not going to poop yourself. That's why you need
You
it.
are just bound up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get anything to go. So you got the enema kit. Overwhelmingly, 47% said, hey, I think I would be least embarrassed with a stool softener price check. So that's how we did on
isn't
the
that
vote.
just like one step before enema? Like, if this doesn't work, I'll be back.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, it is, maybe I just had a surgery.
Okay.
Right. Hey, look, that's very important. I mean, it really is, especially if you're on some kind of like Percocet or anything that'll block you up.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is key.
Maybe Ensure makes delicious chocolate.
I just like the taste.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're going to do a little...
Keeps me regular and it's delicious.
Your business, mind it.
We're going to do a little head chef inspired men's room poll this week. Head chef talking Super Bowl foods. We're going to put this into play for you. All right. Now, there's so many different things that you can enjoy at a Super Bowl party, but you're only allowed to pick one. One of these items. Everything else you cannot touch. All right. So you're just going to have to figure out what it is that you want to consume more than anything else. So your first choice is beer and alcoholic beverages.
Booze. We've covered it all.
Wine, White Claws, beer, liquor, you name it.
Sales.
That's your one.
Who's?
Right.
Cocktails.
Oh, I thought you said cat's ales. I'm like, I am unfamiliar with this.
Beer and alcohol. Remember, you only get to pick one. Option number 2 would be pizza. You can only eat pizza. But you can't have beer, you can't have alcohol, you can't have wine or liquor.
Correct. And I'm one of those people, to me, like, it's Super Bowl, you got to have a piece of pizza.
See, to me, that seems like the most least likely thing to show up at a Super Bowl party.
Yes, and I feel like someone has
Unless there's
ordered
a
it
bunch of kids.
as like a backup plan. Like there's all the other foods, and then there's pizza.
Right.
Because everybody.
If you got
likes
2 or
pizza.
3 dudes hanging out, pizza, yeah, without question. But the bigger the party gets, it just seems like pizza's, everybody brings something. You know what I mean? It seems like a less and less I see pizza. But I love pizza on Super Bowl Sunday, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
3 is chips and dip. This is any kind of chip. This is any kind of dip. If you stick a chip into it, consider it that is the only thing that you can eat.
Yeah, and the dip, too. So you can't be like, oh, I'll use carrots. No dips for you.
No dips. No. You can't have chips. You can't have dips.
And keep your carrots out of the good dips anyway.
And 4 would be chicken wings. So you can have chicken wings, but you can't have chips and dip, pizza, beer, or alcohol. So it's going to be tough to figure out, I believe, what you want to pick. Ted, you have a theory on this one, as far as what you would pick.
I was going with picking beer, and I would just eat, like, some other random stuff.
Yeah.
But somebody on Twitter was like, dude, I could just get stoned and eat a lot of pizza. And I was like, that sounds fun, too.
It does sound fun.
That was on my theory, too. I got a stoner theory on this one.
But Super Bowl Sunday, I'm all about the beer. Like, I love the food, but the beer. Because it's the one day I can just drink all day and nobody says any goddamn thing.
I mean, they all seem very tough. Because the idea, right, Super Bowl Sunday of, like,
I want all of it.
Having a beer, but, like, walking by all the chips and dips and everybody's eating them and I can't touch them.
Want a salty chip in my beery mouth.
Yeah.
I think you get the biggest bang for your buck with chips and dip.
I agree. I think it's universal.
Well, and that's like popcorn. We'll put that in
and
there.
there's different types. You know, there's like 18 different dips, different chips, man.
And here's the
Nachos.
problem. There's a problem with this, too.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl. Yes, all of this stuff is expected. But one thing that we're not throwing into this equation is, and I always have to remember this, when I'm watching the game, 100% I'm going to be stoned. All right? No matter what, I will get high before the Super Bowl. It's not that I don't have beer, too, or whatever.
Right.
But I'm always stoned, right? So I got to put myself in that mindset, which is very difficult for me to do at work. Wink, wink. But I think that the hardest thing not to be able to do would be to not enjoy the chips and dip. And I'm talking everything from, my favorite is crab dip. I also like a buffalo chicken dip, which I think would replace the chicken wings for me.
Sure.
In a small way, not in the biggest way. The chips, I love French onion dip. I love salsa. I love guacamole. I love the bean dips. I love all dips. So I think in my mind, I got to go chips and dip. And I know that seems like a strange call, but I think I would be okay drinking water, drinking sodas for the game. I can smoke as much weed as I want.
Being okay is putting it wrong, I think, there, Miles. I think you could muscle through not having beer.
I mean, I
think you're okay watching everybody else get drunk.
But Mike and I were talking earlier. If it's a normal Sunday, sure. I think giving up the beer and whatever would be okay. But Super Bowl is such a party. It's like an extra holiday.
Yes.
So I think that makes it tougher. Because, like, I have friends that aren't really big drinkers. But, like, Super Bowl, like, they'll get after it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is I like beer, I like whiskey, and I like them to a staggering proportion, we shall say. So on Super Bowl Sunday, where I can just do it all day, I will cut out all the food. I'm fine with that. Give me my beer. Give me some whiskey.
See, I don't graze by the refrigerator as much as I graze by the table with all the stuff on it. Like, I can keep my mind out of the refrigerator as far as, getting the beer out of there. Here's better than walking by all these chips and
I mean, look, I'm not saying me or somebody else in here has talked about this, but we were talking about just putting a cooler in our living rooms for Super Bowl Sunday. So we didn't have to walk to the refrigerator.
Not only that, but you got an extra seat.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to do that.
All right. Don't sit in my seat.
Yeah, everybody's like, what's your seat? I'm like, the Yeti.
Exactly.
Yeah, I said it.
That's why it's got a pillow on top.
We have one legitimate question. I understand. It says wings come with dip, right? So whether it's your blue cheese, your ranch, does that count?
Okay. Yeah, that is included. That's
you can include that with your wings.
That's fair.
Okay.
But typically, you're at the will of the person making the wings.
Sure.
Did they bake these wings? The wings have been sitting out. I don't mind cold wings. But I'd rather just have them hot, pop and hop out of the kitchen. Sure. So it's not like I won't graze on them, but you know what I mean? Just depending. So there's your poll.
I think it's a shift thing, right? Like if you're at a party with, let's say you got 10 to 12 people. But I feel like there's different dips and different sets of wings that come in shifts.
Right. They'll re-up on the wings to start them hot again.
Right.
Yeah, like on Christmas Eve, I had to make 3 damn sausage dips.
Three different ones. Why? Because one was spicy and you didn't want one to be...
No, just because I had like something during the day that was a little more like holiday-ish.
All right.
Then a buddy came by and he was like, can I get one to go? And I said, sure. And then I had people over, like, as I say, my degenerate friends, and then we had one.
Damn. But did you finish all 3?
Oh, they all got eaten.
Damn, that's impressive.
That is very impressive.
I barely even eat it anymore.
More reason to pick chips and dip then, see?
Yeah.
All right, there's your poll. The game is, by the way, if you follow us on Twitter, Men's Room Live, the poll is up. You can you can vote there if you will. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Who is our first contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Will. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dummy.
Liquor and horror.
Will, sober, not sober?
Team server, but the opposite of loot.
Okay, Will. Will, pick one. The other 3 you can't touch. Beer and alcohol, pizza, chips, and dip, or wings?
Which one is it I can only have, or which one I can't touch?
The only one you can have.
Yes.
You can have other 3 you cannot
touch. So will you take beer and alcohol, pizza, chips, and dip, or wings?
Yeah, I'll take all the alcohol.
Okay.
And Ted's a rookie. I have coolers in every room.
I'm not shocked by that, Will.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Nah, it's a lifestyle. Live it to the fullest.
That's what I'm getting real lazy in my age.
All right, well, here is your question, my lazy friend. What caused the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse back in 1940?
I don't know. Was it hit by a ship?
Not a bad guess. It's a little bit too high for that, though.
Do you know?
Wind.
Wind, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I just assumed it was an earthquake. I'm like, well, I'll be damned.
Oh.
You guys seen that video?
You ever been over to Bay Bridge?
I have
you ever been over to Bay Bridge in Maryland?
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's a scary bridge.
Yeah, I hated it every single time.
Right. Especially when it's raining and windy.
Which seems like every time I was on that bridge.
Yep.
All right, here's your question.
That's the way down the ocean.
We have a Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Don't know if you heard. But what team has played in 4 Super Bowls and never had the lead? So keep in mind, the Bills lost 4 of their Super Bowls. They at least had the lead. I feel like I'm getting sick, and you're on the phone. I feel like I got sprayed with mist.
Yeah, I'm in Buffalo. I know about the 4 straight, but what was it? 4 Super Bowls and never had the lead?
Never had the lead.
Take a sip of water, Will.
Please. I say, the only other team I know has been, let's go with the Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. Yes,
right,
indeed.
very good. Jesus God. Will might not be there next week. More Big Dummy coming up. Take a quick break, come back right after these.
New on Curiosity Stream, he allows them their riches
Putin has to be the richest of the rich.
in exchange for their loyalty.
The oligarchs have supported someone for president that they underestimated.
The illicit affair between Russia's elite and the man who rules them on Putin and the oligarchs. And World War II Normandy. An obscure battle training session takes a tragic turn. Uncover the one secret military catastrophe on the secret D-Day disaster. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Oh, fiddlesticks! What, Wilbur? We just got hit and I think my back is all been out of shape.
You gotta talk with those whippersnappers at the Advocates Law Firm. They're the best injury lawyers around.
What? Calm down, Clarence. Abner's telling me about the lawyers and the advocates. So what happened to you, Abner?
I was walking across the street with the light when some young punk came screeching around the corner. I lost a toe.
What? Shut it, Clarence. If you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Time game is up, Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant, ready to play the big game.
Before we get there, regarding today's poll, I like where this listener's head is at, right? They have solved multiple problems. They said, think about it. Bloody Mary. It has meat, cheese, drinks, and snacks in one.
Is that the only drink? Is that the only drink that includes? You know what I'm saying?
Food?
Yeah,
yeah. Because they'll give you bacon, olives, salami, cheese, all kinds of things.
Some of them have sliders. I've seen one that had like a small chicken on it.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, that's thinking.
Yeah, I like where the head is at. I can't take the heartburn, but
I don't know too many other foods
or
too many other drinks
with the food, right?
Like in it.
Yeah,
right. Because you have like.
Because people go, well, white wine goes with fish. Right, but you don't drop halibut in a glass of white wine.
Right, and people like champagne.
Olives in a martini. And
all right.
Yeah, okay.
All right, if people like those blue cheese stuff ones, I guess that kind of counts.
But okay, other than martinis and Bloody Marys, I mean, that's...
Right, because people eat oysters and drink champagne, but I've never seen an oyster drop to champagne. Oh, oyster shots.
Okay,
there we go. Shrimp shooters, clam shooters, the whole deal.
Does citrus on the side of your beer glass count?
I mean, if you want to eat it.
I mean, look, you're not going to catch me doing it, but if I do drink a Blue Moon, I'm eating that orange.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's the one that comes with the orange, right?
I think so. I think it
or
is.
a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the olives. That's just me. Hello, Tristan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Tristan, sober, not sober?
I'm sober.
Keep up that high energy, brother.
Okay. Tristan, pick one. The other three you cannot touch. Beer and alcohol, pizza, chips and dip, or wings.
I'm going to have to go with wings.
I'm taking the wings all day.
There is no wrong answer.
No, there isn't.
I mean, it really isn't.
No. By the way, Tristan, what is your favorite flavor of chicken wings?
Ooh, I like me some garlicky wings.
Yeah. All right. You can't give an answer.
Would you do the garlic parmesan?
Yeah, garlic parmesan. I love some garlic parmesan.
That's an underrated wing.
Is there a wing you don't like? Never
honestly, I love garlic, I love parmesan, and I love wings, but I don't like having cheese on my chicken wing.
I mean, not normally, but I think their flavor their flavor profile, if you will, is fantastic, man.
I don't know. It's too much for me.
All right, cool.
Now, I'll eat a chicken wing, then a piece of cheese. But like when those...
just not at the same time.
Yeah, whenever they... and I get... People love them. But I'm just like, keep your cheese off my wings.
You know what I can't do, man? And people do this in fast food commercials all the time. I tried it as a kid. I think it's disgusting. And people do it now, and I don't know how they do it. You take a bite of your burger, right?
Yeah.
You got about 3 chews in, and then they pick up a Coke and suck in a mouthful of Coca-Cola. So it's burger and Coca-Cola in her mouth at the same time. I'm like, no.
I'm guilty of that.
Oh, see, I can't, like.
What about a milkshake?
No.
Oh.
I will drink
So
and
wait a minute.
eat separate,
In your mouth,
I
things
just
are
want-
separate. Because some people determine if it's on their plate, if it's separated.
It's
right?
not that.
Or the order of what they eat.
But look, so I got the burger in my mouth.
You got a couple French fries in your mouth, you still chewing them, you wouldn't take a bite of a hamburger.
I'll take a bite of the hamburger. They
But
work
just,
together.
You just don't want the liquid.
I don't want Coca-Cola. I might do it with water, but I'm like Coca-Cola and burger. Because if I liked it that much, I would treat it like a French dip. I don't know. I'd pop the lid off, dip my burger in the Coca-Cola. If you don't mind the taste, there's nothing wrong with that.
I like cheeseburger. I like taking a bite of cheeseburger, and then if I have a vanilla milkshake, that's a good day.
See, I'll take a bite of my cheeseburger and take a mouthful of fries, potato chips, whatever that side thing is.
Also better with French fries too, because you get the salt and the sweet.
Yeah.
See, I don't dig that, man. I don't mind salty and sweet. I do not like I do not dip my Wendy's fries in the frosting.
Well, I don't do that. I'm not a degenerate.
Thank you.
Oh, come on. That's fantastic.
It's not, though.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
No,
the
it's
one that you
not.
just get chocolate-covered French fries. That's what I'm saying.
Little Woodies will give you a big basket of French fries, and they got a cup of Molly Moon's vanilla ice cream.
I eat them separate.
Freaking delicious.
I know. And look, Miles, there's people like you that love it, and you guys are always going on about it, but I'm just like, I'd rather have a Frosty and an order of fries.
But you'll suck Coca-Cola in your mouth and you're chewing a burger.
Yeah,
yeah, I will.
All right. You're a disgusting freak. It's not like you for the burger. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you dip your cheeseburger in the Coca-Cola and take a bite?
That sounds disgusting.
It does.
It's the same thing. It's the same goddamn thing.
Look, Thanksgiving, I wouldn't put brown gravy directly on
In your mouth?
on my sweet potatoes.
He
But
doesn't.
if a little gravy sneaks over to the sweet potato, good.
Okay.
All right.
You're enjoying some delicious nachos.
Okay.
Typically, nachos, beer.
Sure.
All right? Now you have nachos in your mouth. Right?
Separate.
You're still waiting to chew
Separate.
all the nachos before you have that drink of beer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I'm alone in this.
No, I kind of agree with you with almost everything else. It's
Just not the Coke and the burger?
It's really only a cheeseburger and a vanilla milkshake, which is not like I have it all the time. But I'm like,
the term washing it down with is
Yeah, but
typically
my
associated
wash
with-
cycle is after.
Okay.
Not
All right.
during. That's all.
All right.
Yeah. I'm eco-friendly. All right. Here is your question. Multiple choice. The phrase Banana Republic was originally a reference to what country? France, Bolivia, Honduras, or Nigeria?
Ooh. Can you repeat the answers real quick?
I can. France, Bolivia, Honduras, or Nigeria?
I want to say it's Bolivia.
So close.
Honduras?
Honduras. I thought it was Bolivia as well. Let me ask you something, Tristan. You take a bite of a cheeseburger. You got a Coca-Cola sitting there. You sucking Coke into your mouth while the burger is still being actively chewed?
Not typically, no.
Okay.
I have to say I'm a swallow and then drink kind of guy.
All right, high five.
I hope you choke.
Tristan knows what he's talking about. Next time you get a cheese, I'm talking just dip it in your shake or dip it in your soda.
And when I say something like that, you really need to start chewing a lot better.
Because Miles is kind of...
Something bad might happen. So chew, chew, chew is what I used to tell my kids. Don't choke.
All right, Tristan, your question. Mork and Mindy was a spinoff of what TV show?
Mork and Mindy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I have no clue.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, that would explain it.
Happy Days?
It was, in fact, Happy Days. Uh-huh. Text comes in, says, I'm with Thrill on this. Thank you. Someone else says, I dip my fries and burger in my shake. Look, I respect you just based on this, all right? At least you admit it, like, outwardly. You're not just sucking it in your mouth, hoping no one notices. You straight up take that burger, you dip it in, and say, I'm this kind of monster. I can respect that. All right, Tristan, you got a 50-50 shot on this one. Human breaths or human heartbeats, which happens approximately 23,000 times a day.
Human breaths or human heartbeats?
Correct.
I'm going to guess heartbeat.
Ooh, breaths. So you take 23,000 breaths a day on average. Your heart beats, believe it or not, 100,000 times a day.
Yeah.
You think we'd all be in better shape, that kind of exercise. Yeah. All right, multiple choice question for you. We've got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday.
In theory, if you're in good shape, maybe it doesn't, like, right? It probably beats more if you're in terrible shape.
Yeah, I'm going to say like Muhammad Ali, like at the height of his health, his standing heart rate was like 42 beats a minute.
Dang.
That is ridiculous.
That is.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question, multiple choice. How much did a ticket for the very first Super Bowl cost? $12, $14, $16, or $18?
I'm going to go with $18.
You overpaid, man. You went to StubHub or some crap.
14?
12.
Oh, all right, cheap.
Oh, wow.
Does anyone know what they are this year?
Between 6,000, 5,000 and up, right?
Face value?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Everything's reasonable.
Yeah.
When we went to the Super Bowl, what was that, 2012? Our tickets were, what, $17.50 a piece, I believe? Face value.
I don't want to remember.
And then no one else who was there paid that little, essentially. All right, your question. What was the name of Owen Wilson's character in the movie Zoolander?
Man, I'm on a roll here today.
You are on a roll.
Don't remember. I do not remember.
Any guesses? It's Killing Mike. It's Killing Ted. Hansel.
That's right.
Question 6, Tristan.
Oh, man.
Question number 6 for you. It was announced this week that this legendary rapper bought Death Row Records, the very label that he started on.
Snoop Dogg.
There it is. There you go. You are correct. Snoop Dogg. Did he buy it from the guy in jail?
Suge Knight?
Yeah. I mean, if he's in jail, it's still his place, right?
Because I don't know what went down with his trial.
Like Pharma Bro. Well, I mean, he had it for a while, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can still be in jail.
Yeah, it was Suge's forever. Yeah, you can still own it, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know who he bought it from.
I don't know if Suge Knight still owned it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, by the way, people are chiming in here regarding sucking down a piece of Coke or a milkshake while you already have burger being chewed in your mouth. Let's see. It says, I agree with you, Thurl, 1,000%. There must be a separation of the food and beverage. Thurl is right. Swallow your food. Then he called us ingrates. 100% with you, Thurl. I'll always separate my flavors. Yeah. I won't drink soda with a burger bite in my mouth, but I will occasionally take a swallow of beer while chewing burgers or steak.
What about water?
Water I will do, but typically not.
Would you ever take that burger and pour water on top of it or dunk it in water and then put it in your mouth? That's the theory we're working on, right?
I would.
Right, so it'd be the same.
But I was going to say,
it's the same.
But I only do the water if I feel like I'm going to choke.
Well, that's different.
But I never just put it in my mouth. I'm chewing.
With the food in there.
Yeah,
okay.
no.
All right.
Absolutely not.
I have to subconsciously think about this when I'm doing it. Because I'm not sure where I'm at on this.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure exactly.
Then you do. Because if you don't, it would bother you the way it bugs you. You'd be like, ew, no. So if you're not sure if you do it, my money says you do it.
I mean, right, and
I'm a blender.
I'm just thinking about, like, if I'm sitting down at a place, getting a burger, and I've ordered a milkshake, like I feel like that's the one time I for sure do it, just because I'm so excited for both.
I am excited
and it's
for
probably a good burger and a good milkshake.
Yeah. I don't know. I always wait it out. One treat, then another treat.
But you don't like your food touching, period, right?
Well, it depends what the food is.
All right.
You know, like I said, Thanksgiving, I'm very selective about where food goes. So mashed potatoes form basically your Great Wall of China, because most things can touch mashed potatoes, doesn't mess with them. And then other things that I don't want my gravy touching, that the mashed potatoes kind of serve as a dam.
Like sweet potatoes.
Right.
Anything so they cranberry sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
They kind of hover in one place, and the mashed potatoes make this fine border and keep the other things at bay. I've been working on this for 53 years.
Then the dam breaks and the gravy comes down the other side.
Those times happen.
Yeah.
And it upsets me.
Yeah. Gets me fired up.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Lieutenant Harris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. Lieutenant Harris, you sober or not sober?
Oh, hell no, I ain't sober.
All right. Okay, our men's room poll. You can pick one. The other three you cannot touch. This will be for Sunday. Will it be beer and alcohol, pizza, chips and dip, or chicken wings? Where are you going?
Oh, no doubt at all. Chicken wings all day long, baby. Chicken wings.
You like them dry rubbed? You like them wet? What flavor do you like?
If I have my choice, I like them as hot and wet as you can get them, man. I love the Inferno wings.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm going lemon pepper.
That's a good call.
I think I'm just going straight Buffalo this time. Right, there's all those options.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm like, it's like when you eat a Lay's potato chip, and I always say that, like, you eat every other kind of chip, then you go back to Lay's, and you're like, for as plain as it is, this is a damn fine chip.
Yep. I got to go garlic parm.
Okay.
I just think if you're making wings for a group of people, Steve's right. I mean, buffalo is the tried and true.
Well, sure. I mean, that's why we have wings.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong. Doesn't matter what they are. You can't go wrong on any of those foods.
I have not had a wing that I don't like, at least flavor-wise, right? I might not like how you cooked it, but, like, there's no bad wings. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't had a flavor where I'm like, ew.
Every once in a while I'll get barbecued. I'm like, do you know what? These are really good. I forget how good barbecue wings are.
Yeah.
They still keep the skin crunchy.
They do.
You know
for
I mean?
me, it just gets too sweet for too long.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
Right.
But. All right. Lieutenant Harris, here is your question. What song does Ferris Bueller sing from the float in the Chicago parade?
Oh, God. We just watched that, too.
Really?
Yeah, we watched that about a week ago. I can't remember. It's going to bite me in the ass. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
Twist and Shout?
It was Twist and Shout.
That's it.
Say that question again.
What song does Ferris Bueller sing from the float in the Chicago parade?
Okay, we're going to go through this again.
Oh, no.
But you've asked this before. He also sings Donkashay. He sings that first and then moves into Twist and Shout.
Did somebody already hit you up on
No,
that?
but last time you asked that, I said Donkashay. You were like, Twist and Shout. And I was like, oh, really? And then people started chiming in.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say Donkashay then, Lieutenant Harris. We'd have gone through it again.
Yeah.
By the way, somebody here says you guys have to try Captain Crunch wings. Amazing. I don't believe that's a thing.
Captain Crunch wings.
So what do? Just bust up the Captain Crunch into a dust, roll your wings in that, and I might give it a try. All right, here is your question. What MTV music show debuted in September of 1998?
I would say the MTV Music Awards.
Nope.
Total Request Live.
Correct. Oh. Was that what introduced us to What's-His-Face? Carson Daly?
Yeah.
All right.
That show was massive, dude.
It was huge. Has he changed at all? His demeanor, even on Total Request Live, and this is a hot show, it's a happening show, all the young kids love it. He was still just like this calm, even dude. It's 30 years later, my man is still just like flatlines.
Yeah.
You know,
I think he's got like a family and stuff, but that's about it.
I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
I think he's on drugs. All right, your question, what type of radiation?
It's all drugs.
I'm just chill, man. Hasn't changed in years, Carson Daly, player. All right, what type of radiation gives the Hulk his power?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not a big Hulk fan.
Oh,
is it gamma?
It is, in fact, gamma radiation.
I'd have never guessed that. I could have guessed 100 times and never got it right.
I'm glad you didn't waste our time then.
Question 4.
Question number 4. Super Bowl coming up this weekend. What famous jeweler makes the Super Bowl trophy?
Oh, that's it's not K Jewelers.
No, this is not K Jewelers. Every kickoff begins with K.
People have been known to have breakfast.
Yeah. My brain is just Cartier. I don't know.
Tiffany's. The only reason I can get that one right because if you say name a jeweler, Tiffany's. Name a second jeweler, Tiffany's.
They also have their own blue.
That's right, Tiffany blue. Is that the main color?
She needed the money.
All right, multiple choice.
Well, she thinks we're alone now.
Multiple choice. We all know about Punxsutawney Phil, but he's not the only groundhog who makes weather predictions. Oh, no. Which of these is not a real groundhog? Which of these is not a real groundhog? Is it Staten Island Chuck, Grand State Gertrude, General Beauregard Lee, or Detroit Darla? So again, Staten Island Chuck, Grand State Gertrude, General Beauregard Lee.
I'm just going to have to go with Detroit Darla.
Yeah,
There you go. Yes. Detroit Darling.
Detroit Darling.
Come on.
It's Grandstand Gertrude, General Beauregard Lee.
Staten Island Chuck's the man.
I know, he's just...
I love that name.
That's just your name.
I remember he bit the mayor.
I know.
Yeah.
Who's the one that died?
Guy in New Jersey.
Yeah. What was his name? Was it Mel?
Yes, something Mel
Milltown
died
Mel or
the day before.
Randy the Rat.
He's going to tell us if Wynn is staying. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola from Arizona.
Hola. Andrew, sober, not sober?
Sober. Sadly sober.
That's all right.
Rough day?
Good day, but driving home from picking my kids up from daycare, and I'm ready to not be sober.
Okay, good. Good for you.
How old are your kids?
My daughter is 4, and my son is almost 2, so like 21 months.
Oh,
You'll be drinking real quick after you get home.
So you basically, you had a kid, and then after the 3-month window, you had sex again, and then you got her pregnant again.
No, they're 2.5 years apart.
Oh, 2.5 years. Okay. So, Jesus. Well, I thought you said one was 4 and one was 2.
But that doesn't mean he did not wait, like, a year and a half to have sex with her again.
Well, yeah, that's still 2 years, man.
Okay. All right, Andrew.
Come on, Miles.
Pick one. The other 3 you can't touch. Beer and alcohol, pizza, chips, and dip or wings.
I've been thinking about this, and I have a clarifying question. With the chips and dip, is it as soon as I take a chip and dip combination, that's what I'm locked into, or is it any chip and dip combination?
Any chip and dip combo.
You can have them all.
I'm going chips and dip then.
I'm right there with you.
What would be your top chip and dip?
I gotta love the spinach and artichoke dip.
That's a good one.
And in a
That's
sourdough
all right.
bread bowl, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's good.
That's just...
I'm
by
making
the way-
spinach dip that I'll put in a bread bowl, and you keep your artichokes away from it.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah.
How about the spinach and the artichokes?
Dude, I bet you would
Let's call them artichokes.
You never had my spinach dip?
No, I have not. I don't like spinach.
How about the artichoke Parmesan? Cheesy dip.
Yeah, delicious.
It is good.
Okay.
Yeah. And look, I like artichoke dip. I don't know. For spinach dip, no artichokes.
All right.
We're all very particular.
Well,
We are.
and by the way, gentlemen, Wendy's fries and a Frosty dip in it is the way to go. It's perfect.
I'm right there with it. But I agree with you on chips and dip.
I like them all. I got to stick with beer and booze, man. Like, if my wife's not mad at me by the end of Super Bowl Sunday, then I have failed everyone. All right, here is your question. You got little kids. What is the only Disney princess that is not a teenager? In all the movies they put out, there's only one that is not a teenager.
I don't think that hurt. I feel like I should know this because I've watched
I know you have.
an S-ton of Disney movies over the last 4 years.
No, it gets better with Pixar, but yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask my wife?
Ask your wife, see if she knows.
Who is the only Disney princess that is not a teenager?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it could be older or younger, couldn't it? Oh.
Older. They are older. Yes.
Older, yeah.
They are older?
They are, in fact, older.
You know what? I'm going to go with Cinderella.
Cinderella? You know what?
Snow White?
No, I'm going to guarantee, based on your kid's age, and I'm going to say you've already seen this movie 478 times. That would be Frozen. The princess in question is Elsa. Elsa, believe it or not, is 21 years old. All of the other princesses
drinking age.
are 19 or younger.
Good.
Oh, you go drink with Elsa.
Elsa's like 20. You're like, all right, cool.
Elsa's on edibles.
See, I can watch that movie again with a different mindset. Like, yeah.
There you go.
You know I'm not alone, Andrew.
We don't really dwell on the age of the princesses, so that's okay to not.
Like, I never realized. You know what I mean? And like when you go to the parks, it's adult women.
I know, but like the first time I saw Little Mermaid, right? And this is fairly recent. I never wanted to watch it. Daughter wanted to watch it. We watch it. The father's the bad guy. And I'm like, the girl is 16 years old, wants to run away from home and marry a dude because he's cute. The father's not at fault here, man. We call that good parenting, goddammit. Sorry. That was my take. That's what happens when you become a parent. Yeah. I agree with the father.
The only age I know is Sleeping Beauty because
How old?
16.
Oh, it's creepy, dude. That should be the princess who's over age, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, your question. What battle saw the final defeat of Napoleon?
Waterloo.
ABBA is correct. Yeah. Nice job. More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.